Now back on the other side of town. It's always the other side of town, if you haven't noticed. Tariq and Monae meet up with Carter and Drew. And they tell him about Sterling Reynolds. You know, the player Noma now needs to bribe for her government contracts. Now hearing this info, Carter confirms that Noma is a major player, not playing in those minor leagues. They like, there's your leverage. Now we good. Carter like, the hell you are. Stay tuned. He goes to peace up out of there, but before they do, Monet takes a sec to talk to her son. Checks him a little, you know. But Drew lets her know that despite Carter being the po-po, he likes having that big responsibility. Responsibility he didn't seem to have when he was on her team. And him and Carter peace up out of there. Looks like Tariq and Monet back to square one. But they plot and they plan continuously. Put a new plan in play. Gets Davis in the mix so Davis can do his thing. And do his thing he does. Noma out and about schmoozing up to Sterling Reynolds, the new connect, at a dinner in a restaurant. I guess Noma ain't learned not to sit the by windows while doing her dealings. Even in the public places. After Zion shot her last shit up, you know. Carter got a team in the van listening to her conversation. And a team in the restaurant eavesdropping on her and Mr. Politico. Davis comes up in the spot somewhat hurriedly, interrupts their meeting, sits next to Noma, hands her a note under the table letting her know they being listened to. How does he know? Because his team set it up working with Carter, unbeknownst to Noma, of course. Noma look around, see the van outside. See agents at another table trying to be slick, but listening. And they pardon themselves for the interruption, but peace the up out of there. As they leave out, Davis tells Noma he found out this was going down from a source close to the task force. He trying to further plant that seed about Carter. He like, what the you gonna do about Carter though? Now, as a continued part of the plan, Tariq and Monae give Nico's name up to Carter and Kane. Tells them they can get at Carter by talking to his right-hand man, Nico. And they get that underhanded rap with Nico in, Noma and Kane, that is. Noma tells him she know they extort drug dealers. Says they want Carter though. Now I don't know how this makes any bit of sense, because if Nico getting money with Carter, why would he want to stop that? For a random cat he just meeting. He like, where my 50K? He ain't really trying to hear what they talking about. He like, where the my 50K? Where my money for this meeting? They hand him the money. Tell him once he turns on Carter and reports his ass, he'll get another $500K, $500,000. In which he tells her, nah. It's going to cost 7 figures up front. And a payment plan that never stops. Can you imagine? Shit, you might as well just paint a big ass bullseye target on your forehead right now, thinking that's going to last for any lengthy period of time. But it's just a play, just to see where she at with things, you know. Nico peace up out of there. Catches up with Carter in his office. And at this time, Carter up in there talking to his wife Ghost. He looking at her picture and shit. He's so goddamn loud. And along with his conversation, when Nico came in the door, he thought he was interrupting a phone convo. He like, you on the phone, boss? When Carter said no, his face like, what the fuck? He like, I thought I heard you in here talking to somebody. Tells Carter Noma tried to flip him. Ain't tell him about that 50K though. You know, Nico was on that, ooh, my secret, ooh. Y'all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. He like, how you want me to carry this? Carter tells Nico to take the deal and to set up a meet with just Noma for the first payment. And set up that meet Nico does. Noma goes for that first meetup. But instead of Nico showing up, Carter shows up instead. Tells Noma he and Nico been doing this thing of theirs for a long time. So essentially she violated. And they get a little banter back and forth. Finds out Monet and Tariq told Noma he was after her. And in turn, Carter divulges some shit that they said about Noma. Conclusively, they decide that the enemy of their enemy is their friend. So they became friends and shit, realizing they both were being played. Noma looked like she was trying to get on a friends with benefits plan with Carter's ass. Noma be getting her shit, don't she?